Wait, where'd the music go? I thought I just turned on the music and now... Oh, there it is. Welcome to Orb of Creation. Let's learn Insight, using our mana to do so. And now let us use the Insight Manifestation Glyph to learn a spell. Gather Knowledge, which we will cast using 100 mana. It generates for us Wizardry. What is this called actually? Knowledge. It generates knowledge. And with knowledge we are able to learn Wizardry. And now that we have learned Wizardry, we can start spending our knowledge to learn Wisdom, increasing our base mana capacity. Welcome to the Orb of Creation. This is the Orb of Creation. At the Orb of Creation, the only limits are yourself. With knowledge, you acquired a Lamborghini. I don't have a Lamborghini yet. Soon, though, maybe. By infusing our orb, we increase our base mana per second. Which would be more exciting if I had other spells to cast, probably. We'll get there, we'll get there. Learn some more wisdom so we can infuse our orb again. Ooh. That lets us learn the spellbook loadout, apparently. Cool. Just wait. Infuse my orb a bit more. Spellbook loadout. Let's now infuse mana to continue increasing our base mana per second. Let's learn expansion. With the expansion glyph, we can learn Whirling Divination. Whirling Divination is a spell which empowers our other divining spells, like Gather Knowledge, which is a divining spell, the other spell that we have. It costs 200 mana to cast, and these cost 100 each, so let's wait until we have a bit of mana, and then boom. They are empowered. Instead of gaining 1 knowledge, they gain 1.7 knowledge. Seems better. Or wisdom, rather. Wait, knowledge? Knowledge. This is called knowledge. Okay. Let's learn improved wizardry. After I cast Gather Knowledge again here, I'm going to toggle off Whirling Divination so it can go on cooldown and be usable again soon. While we're waiting for this, because I don't think it's worth it to cast these spells without it up, I'm going to level up Wisdom again, so I can infuse mana again, I guess. And let's grab a little bit of Aptitude. This will further improve the power of Gather Knowledge. I did time that a little bit wrong. I don't have enough mana to start casting spells yet, but now-ish I do. $1.76 knowledge per cast. Incredible. I don't really know what I'm going to click on at the moment. We'll click on Aptitude some more and Wisdom some more. Resilience looks very cheap. Maybe we take a Resilience. Resilience gives us better base elemental resource rate as a percentage. Mana happens to be an elemental resource. So our mana flux, what do you call this? Income? Income does not feel like the right word for it. Has improved. Let's infuse mana again. And right around now we will gather some more knowledge. Probably Aptitude more. Ooh, I cast the first one before Aptitude had completed. It was only worth 1 point. Wait. I didn't ever... Whirling Divination. Whoops. What a disaster. It's cool that it's legal to infuse mana in many states these days. One of the states it isn't legal to infuse it in here in Washington is when you're driving. So, behind the scenes here... Oh, I can't show you. Sometime soon we will click on Spell Advancement, but not quite yet. We'll do one more thing of spells. Behind the scenes, my spells have been gaining experience. Every time I cast them, they gain more experience than they previously had. And so soon I can start leveling them up, as soon as I unlock Spell Advancement. Is infusing mana what the kids are calling it these days? No, they call it the Dougie, I believe. Ah, there you go. Gather Knowledge Mastery leveled up. So if I wait until I have 800 mana, and then I click on Spell Advancement. Can't tell if that is real or not. Oh, it's not real. I can now go to the spellbook and click on Manage and click on this. To upgrade this, I require 10 knowledge. When I upgrade it, I now have basic spells level 1, which means plus 0.3 wizardry effect levels. This is a wizardry effect, so it now does slightly more, I guess. I don't entirely know what all this means. My divining spell power is higher now, so that seems good. And also, aptitude does more. And my casting effect levels are better. Don't know what those are. There are a lot of words in this game. I think it's cool that people are far more accepting of transmuting mana types these days. Some people. Some people are so unaccepting of transmuting mana types that they don't even want other people to be allowed to do it. Messed up. But that's the world we live in. Transmute phobia, yeah. What happens to games like Star Fox when all you had to know was how to use the boost to get through and use bombs wisely? What happened to games like Star Fox? I don't know. There's definitely like a type of game that's just kind of fun to play, like Brotato. Brotato's just kind of fun. Which doesn't get made very much anymore. They make a lot of games which are like lots of spreadsheets and boring button presses and numbers. Ooh, Whirling Divination Mastery has leveled up. So if I get 20 purple, I can level this. It's because we let nerds have too much power in society. That's my opinion. If only somebody had stopped the nerds. Weird way to write 1,380 mana. Yeah, you have to feel a little bit concerned when a game does this. Like, when a game switches to scientific notation, when it gets up to 1,000, you know you're in for, like, the long haul. Stuff's gonna get a little wild. There's an awful lot of screen space which isn't being used for the interface right now. Just saying. I had to explain scientific notation at work today. Was it to a like 22-year-old groiper who was taking your job? Yeah. Anyway. Man. What a world. Does this game put exponents on its exponents at any point? No, I don't believe it does. I'm too online. That's my problem. Only I disconnected from both the internet and possibly the road system. Let's find out what novice spells do. I can now use 2 glyphs to learn spells. I have learned Expand Magic. Expand Magic will gain me Thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy? Thaumaturgy? Pink. It'll gain me pink. This game is very pink and purple so far. Oh, more things. I can improve my spell output level. I can research bandwidth, giving me another spell to cast. I can improve Whirling Divination, causing it to reduce divination spell cooldowns. A fancy thing about fancy thing about Thaumaturgy, which is a spatial magic resource, is that when I have it, it gives me more mana capacity. So just barely have enough max mana to infuse a mana again there. Hey, Buffy. It was to a department head who gets paid 3 times as much as you do to not understand exponents. I feel like that might be frustrating. I don't know. I need more purple. I have plenty of pink, but I don't have enough purple. I guess I could use attunement. Extra magic resources gained. These are both magic, so is that. So that gives me everything that I'm making. Maybe buy a couple of those. I'm going for... Probably we start by improving Whirling Divination and go from there. Is this like a clicker or an idle waiting? This is an incremental game. I should get better spell output level as well, because I am clearly capped on mana with nothing to do with it at the moment. Yeah. That takes a while though, because I have to click on spell output level and then I also have to actually purchase the next level of spell output. But once I do that, my spells will start costing more and start doing more. So, get that done soon-ish. There's another 15 purple. I don't think it's a clicker or an idle game. I think it is just like a game. Like you just kind of work out your strategy and do your things. Is Skyrim a clicker or an idle game? What do we think, Twitch chat? This game's essentially just Skyrim, except it got released on a spreadsheet instead of your toaster or whatever. Skyrim's a clicker? Okay. Let's stop using this for a bit. Now I'm good with using it again. A point and click adventure? Is this version 1? Nope. This is a version 0.6 apparently. Bandwidth is next. Game hasn't gotten an update in over a year, it looks like. A long time. It does feel like a tough year to have a lot of creative energy during, though. So I guess I understand. It does make some amount of sense. So I happen to know that if we go all the way through the augment table, we will unlock the ability to have more spell weight equipped. You might be wondering, what does that even mean? That's a fair thing to wonder. In my spell loadout, some of the spells have weight to them. This weighs 2, and I can only have 3 weight totals. At the moment, I can only have 1 hurling divination equipped. However, I now have access to 4 spells at once, so it'd be kind of nice to have 2 whirling divinations equipped instead. So I could double whirling divination, then cast my other divining spells. So let's go through the augment table. We are learning quick. Is spell weight new? Like I said, it hasn't been updated in over a year. So, like, maybe, kind of. It requires Spellcraft level 5. Alright, start learning Spellcraft. Actually starting to run out of mana again, finally. Never played the beta branch. Ah, yes, I am on the beta branch. Expand Magic Mastery has leveled up. This requires 1.2k mana and 8 pink. In order to level up Expand Magic, I'm also going to need 5 pink. So we need to make 13 Thaumaturgy. We don't even know what leveling up expansion spells does. How would anybody know that? We've never done it before. Nobody's ever done it before. We now know. Wait, we still don't know. Actually, I lied. Okay. I take it back. My mistake. I grab Resilience since I am struggling with mana now. Hey, Zamzar. can click this and still have 8 left to click this. This gives me a little bit faster mana per second. And with improved spell weight, I'll be able to go double Whirling Divination. But I think it's substantially stronger than the current spell loadout that I have. It is a little expensive. It's not that bad. It's like 1.3k to start casting. This is an Iron Man run. Okay. What does that mean? If I quit to menu, I lose. Works for me. There's not very much to buy at the moment, is there? All the upgrades are done. There is this bar ticking up ominously, though. I wonder what will happen when that reaches 40. Is this one of those idols which has an end? It has a... the developer didn't finish making it yet. I need Gather Knowledge level 2 to get scholarism. So, I could get that faster by casting more than one Gather Knowledge, but I think I'm okay with it taking a little bit of time, and we'll solidify our upgrades in this little area here. I'll just keep casting the Gather Knowledge I do have every time I can. You lose combat during rituals equals dead. That's Iron Man. This version doesn't have rituals, so keep casting this whenever I can. 5.51 out of 6.5, getting there. I just want to infuse mana again. It is quite an expensive button to click, but I think it's a good one. I think it pays for itself in like 10 minutes or something, which isn't very fast. But it does pay for itself eventually. Whirling Divination has reached level 2 experience. That makes sense since I'm casting it twice. It would level up faster than the other things. It requires 60 purple to actually level it up, but I only have 50 max purple. So I will need to somehow learn how to have more purple in order to do that. Gather Knowledge is leveled up. I need 30 purple for this one though. I'll grab one more attunement. I feel like I meant to have way more aptitude than I do. Not in the game, just like as a general comment. How's it going, Multi-D20? Good to see ya. Hey, Top Burner. Am I a heathen? My name's actually Stephen, so almost. Scholarism. Scholarism gives us another button up here, so that's kind of messed up. Start practicing basic scholarism by learning a focus aura, which will give us psi per second. And that 4 times. Orb experience is complete. Someday I'll find out what that does. And I kind of want to play Monster Train more. Oh no. Oh, mentality gives base knowledge capacity. So I can grab 1 level of mentality, and then I can work my way up to 60 knowledge for upgrading whirling divination to next level. How could many good games exist at the same time? Weird, isn't it? I kind of just want to play a Monster Train run where I like get the dagger, which levels up every time it kills something on floor 1 though. I don't really want to play Monster Train like the actual game, I just want to play Monster Train that make the dagger big, which is a slightly different thing. Let's click on level up whirling divination. Let's click on innovation. Learn how to use your advancements to expand your available tools and abilities. Research. Research lets me learn either charged spells or greatest spell capacity. I could have 5 spell capacity instead of 4. Or I can hold down my thing and my spell will be better. I like holding down my thing and my spell is better. Let's do that one. I think that's worth enough to wait until it completes before I start casting. What if I put scientific notation on Monster Train? Alright, so we charge to cast these 2. Maybe also these? Maybe we just charge to cast everything. I don't know. Alright, let's play Monster Train. This ends my hardcore run of Orb of Creation. GG.